like girls. Yeah, I like girls who like girls. Yeah, I like girls who like girls.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. It's your girl Pretty Miss Misty, and I'm back with another video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscription box. And while you at it, hit the notification bell, because what that's going to do is notify you every time I post another video. Now I'm going to be coming to you guys with makeup tutorials, hauls, story times, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So if you want to see more of me, please hit the subscription button. It won't hurt and it's free. If you'd like to see more on how I've got this look, how I've achieved it, what I used, how I did it, and all of that, I advise you to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Setting my my eyelids, and I like to go in with a little bit of setting powder as well, so that it can remain smooth and matte and not crease up on me, because we don't want that. I'm going in with a burnt orange color with a blending brush, just patting that on my lid. And I actually use my Morphe N35 palette. I'm not exactly sure because I can't see, but what I will do is leave the products and palettes and brushes and things like that that I used in the description box below, so you can check that out. Again, I'm using that burnt orange color and I'm applying that in a patting motion. Now I'm going in with a red color. If you don't have a Morphe palette anyway, you can use whatever palette you like to use. Just use a burnt orange and then go over it with a red. Again, patting motion allows you to build up as much color pigment as possible, so please follow that. All right, now I just used my concealer brush and I flattened it out with my index and my thumb with a little bit of setting spray. And then I'm applying the LA Girl, the concealer at the bottom of my lash, my lid. And then I open my eyes a little wide to get that line so that I can know exactly where my cut crease should stop. It looks a little silly when you do it, but it definitely helps so much to carve out exactly where you need that. And it's so easy to just go ahead and start cutting that crease. I like to use this in patting motions as well. It just allows it to be smooth. Like, you want a smooth canvas on everything that you do. So patting is perfect. And it allows you like not to mess up as much because you're doing like short strokes. All right, now I'm going in. I sprayed my foundation brush with setting spray, and I'm going in with a baked orange from my Morphe palette. So any bright orange that you have that has like a shimmer to it, you just want to wet the brush first so that it can go on and be really, really pigmented. And I like to start from the inner corner of my eyelid, just because I know exactly what I need to do when I have to go back in and clean it up. I know what I need to do if I need to go back in and, you know, add a little more color. So it's just perfect to do it that way. All right, you want to repeat that step till you finish the whole lid, or you can stop halfway. Some people like to stop halfway, but for this look, color the whole lid. All right, now I'm going in with some matte black with a blending brush, and I'm going to just stroke that right along the outer corner of my eyelid, like the outer V, to create some dimension and some depth. Again, because we're working with mattes, you want to pat, pat, pat. And then I'm going to go in with a dark brown to put on top of there, just because you don't want it too harsh. I don't want it to look Halloween-y. You know, we've already got oranges and reds and blacks, so let's soften that up a little bit. again using patting motions. All right, now I'm taking a makeup wipe and I am just cleaning up where I messed up and all of the fallout. If you guys are accustomed to using tape and that helps you to keep a clean, nice, crispy line, definitely do that. This is just how I do, so do you. All right, now I'm taking a brush that is entirely too fucking big to be rubbing on my bottom lash line because, you know, you can poke yourself in the eye. Yeah. Oh, see? But yeah, you want to take that red color that you put on top of that burnt orange and put that on the lower lash line. And then you want to go in with that color that you colored in your lid on the inner corners of the bottom lash line. Now you see where I'm going with this? All right. All right, now I'm going to go in with my winged liner. Funny story. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but girl, listen. I know I just bought this fucking NYX liner, right? I've only used it about 2 or 3 times. Why I feel like ain't shit in there? Like I was shaking it and rocking it and banging it on my desk on the vanity, and it just, you know, I was struggling to get this little liner. So I feel like I be paying money for these things and either they be half filled or old or something. I don't know. But NYX got to get that together because I just bought that. And I literally struggled. You can see me. All right, so my tip for the wing liner is to start from my bottom lash line and bring it up. Boom. You see that? Bam. Then I bring it in from that line, from the line I stopped at. I bring it inward, and that creates the perfect line. And then you just fill in the gap. I've done that. I've been doing it that way for a very long time now. So bear with me as I struggle with this stingy ass NYX liner. All right, I decided I wanted to go in with a little more drama. So I'm adding a little bit of gold glitter in the inner corner of my cut crease. And I'm dragging it right just before I get to the end of my eyelid where it meets that black. Kind of like a halo effect. That's exactly what that is. Bam. Do your halo, girl. And no, I did not show you guys how I did my eyebrows in this video because I'd already posted a video for brows prior to this. So you can definitely look into that to get the details on that. All right, now I'm going into my favorite part of the eye look. I love lashes, like I live for them. I used to get individuals until they had me looking like a chemotherapy patient. But so now that I've grown my lashes back out, I've noticed that I love I love my strips because I don't like to look the same every day. You know what I mean? I may want to look like a drag queen on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But then on Monday, I want to be corporate cute. All right, enough of that. So I'm going in with my mascara, getting those bottom lash hairs. It was really silly for me to do it in this way because now I'm going in with my concealer, which I should have done the concealer first. So don't mess up like me. Do the concealer first, then you can lay that bottom eyeshadow and the bottom mascara. But I does this, so I was able to work around it. All right, and my sponge is definitely wet. You don't want to apply makeup on it with a dry sponge. Like, you will look like a hot, like, patchy mess. Don't do that. right, now I am contouring my nose. I just used a foundation stick that's a little darker than my skin tone. And I'm using an e.l.f. brush, an e.l.f. contouring brush to, you know, carve out and, you know, and accentuate my cheekbones. All right, now I'm going in with some Bare Minerals setting powder right under my, everywhere I basically laid the concealer. And that's going to help you to not crease. That's going to help you to like stay matte longer and not oil up as fast. So let's let that bake. I'm going to go in with MAC lip liner in the color Cork and just line my lips with that. And I apologize, I applied my foundation off camera, and I didn't even notice, but I used the Bare Minerals foundation powder in the color Golden Dark, and I use it with that same brush that you saw me dust off the concealer with, not the concealer, but the setting powder with. Now I'm going in with a beauty supply store liquid lipstick. It's just a dark brown, so if you want a dupe for this, isn't that funny? A dupe for a beauty supply store brand. Huh? a color similar to this would be Teddy by NYX with their NYX Lip Lingerie. So you can use that. And then I'm going in with the actual NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Babydoll for the center of my lips. Now I'm dusting off my bake because you don't want to bake too long because it'll fuck around and stay on your face and you'll be looking like Ghostface Killer. So you want to make sure all of that's blended off and wiped down. Now I'm going in with a nice gloss just to give them a little bit of shine, and voila, we're all done. Thanks for watching.
Like